Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Monster Tamer News, the segment on this channel where we go over this week's happenings in the world of monster taming. Now, this week's got some newcomers to the segment, as well as a ton of new monsters, especially in Nexomon and Anaton's case, and a crap ton of updates and patches. So, as usual, sit back, relax, and let's dive right in. So, first things first, the publisher for Nexomon recently shared a link that showcases almost every single new Nexomon. There's around 381 total coming to Nexomon Extinction. This archive was technically accessible in the past, though it was really made popular through PQube's Twitter post. Notably, we see all of the starter evolutions, as well as some Elder Drake-esque Nexomon, one for each type. I have done a video breaking down each of the starters and their evolutions if that interests you, and I'm currently working on a video going over the Drakes as well, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, Nexomon Extinction is available for pre-orders and will release on August 28th to all major platforms. Over to Anitons, the Discord server now features every known Anaton and basically confirms what we already assumed with regards to the fire type starter, that being Explino is the evolved form. Furthermore, the final evolutions of the starters have been teased through this image here, and all I can say is that I'm excited to find out what these creatures actually look like. The Hokiroyo YouTube channel also showed a time-lapse of what goes into creating an Anaton from start to finish. The video focused on a family of previously unrevealed Anitons, being this frog line, so if you want to see the video for that, I'll leave a link to it in the description. It's always humbling to see how much work goes into something like this. Siralim Ultimate's Alpha has been out for about a week now, and I must say from what I've played, it already seems to be very polished, although that didn't stop Zach from updating the game 17 times. Yeah, you heard that right. We went from patch 0.1.3 to 0.1.19, all within the span of a week. So in essence, Zach has created a new definition for the phrase busting ass. A lot of the patches include minor bug fixes, script fixes, balancing adjustments, some changes to which realm depth gives you what. For example, realms now feature fused monsters at a depth of 40, with every enemy being fused at 65. He even reduced the amount of times you piss your pants in the intro of the game, so there you go. So yeah, obviously I can't go through everything here, but I'll leave a link to the Siralim Ultimate Steam page in the description so you can check out all the patch updates. Zach's been really busting his ass getting them out. Kudos to him for sure. Speaking of updates, Monster Crown Early Access was just updated to 1.451, which includes some bug fixes, but most notably, in my opinion, they changed how experience flow works. So basically before you could only gain one level per battle, but now XP will spill into the next level, so you could level up multiple times per fight. This, in my opinion, is a much needed addition since the game does focus on breeding as a primary function. It'll negate unnecessary grind when you decide to make a new crossbreed because they come out level 4. Jason also announced that all of the quote-unquote high-ranked issues have been fixed, so we're likely going to see more work being put into QOL, small bug patches, and most excitingly, content. The devs of Coromon over at Tragsoft have made some updates to their backing options. As of right now, if you decide to back the project, you can choose from one of 5 tiers. First is a supporter tier, which gives you a recall plus. Basically, it allows you to infinitely teleport between active teleporters. That's the $5 tier. Second is a bonus tier. Basically, for every 15 bucks you spend, you'll get 5 platinum spinners, which are basically master balls, and 10 potent cents, which increase the odds of getting potents and perfects. Third is the early backer tier, which includes an exclusive silver crown cosmetic headpiece for $20. Fourth is the perfection tier, which includes your choice of a perfect starter for 30 bucks. And fifth is a $60 tier called the royal backing tier, which gives you a cosmetic crown and royal cloak, which I think looks pretty awesome. So if you were interested in some cool cosmetics and want to help back the project, you do have the option. I personally would like there to be insert NPC into game tier or a design a cosmetic outfit tier, because I'd love nothing more than to immortalize my avatar into the game personally. But if they did do something like that, they'd have to limit the amount of people, otherwise they'd be sitting there designing new stuff for days. So next up is not really news for the game itself, but our very own Barry Bandit is giving away a copy of Adore in our subscriber Discord, so if that is something that interests you, definitely come out and enter. The results will be in tomorrow. So in Kindred Fates news, the bi-weekly newsletter revealed that all animations for Alpha Kinfolk have been completed, and Kindred Talk 6 is going to feature Joey with Barry hosting. Joey is responsible for various in-game UI, kinfolk movement, and a lot of in-game abilities. The stream will be on the SkyMill Studios Twitch channel on August 21st at 3 p.m. EST. As per usual, I am working at that time, but I'll try to pop in if I can. There is something interesting that I noticed with regards to the progress board, and that's the current tasks that have been completed. We were told that all kinfolk animations were done for for the alpha kinfolk, so we can actually use that information to cross-reference it with who seems to have the most tasks completed to sort of figure out who's going to be who in terms of codename and who's going to be in the alpha. On a side note, I did do a video speculating on who's going to be in the alpha already, so check that out. But I'm actually going to do a separate video breaking down the whole progress board in its current status because I think there's a lot to say, so stay tuned for that. Next up is a newcomer to the channel, and we just talked about it yesterday, and that being Costume Kingdom, a Halloween-themed monster taming RPG coming to PS4. Unfortunately, the Kickstarter has ended and was not able to reach its goal. However, the game will still be launching close to Halloween this year as planned. Josh over at Stratton Studios made a video emphasizing on that fact. I'm sure the Kickstarter would have helped to add even more to the game, but the game is going to exist with or without it. I'm personally really excited to play it, and it'd be cool if we could do a Halloween stream, but I'll have to see what my work schedule is like come that time. In Mythren news, we just got a clip showcasing some of the pre-alpha combat. If you don't know by now, Mythren's going to feature real-time combat, so if you're trying to scratch that itch, it's another game to check out. We're starting to get a lot more of these real-time combat games, so that's really exciting. In Abomination news, we get a look at a brand new ice and lightning type Abomi called Walwatt, which of course is a combination of the words walrus and watt. If you pay close attention to its teeth, they are actually lightning bolts as well, so that's a really nice touch if you ask me. Now interestingly, this Abomi has the highest HP stat in the game and gets access to a move called Soak, which functions like it does in Pokemon, making the enemy water type. Couple that with its lightning type attacks, and you could use its tankiness to sort of soak up damage, then soak your opponents, then dish out some super effective attacks. Another newcomer to the channel, but likely a game you've already heard of, is Patchquest, a monster riding roguelike. After playing it, I did find it a whole lot of fun and found it very different from other monster taming experiences that you may be used to. Anyways, the public beta has finally reached its last update period, and the game will only be updated through the alpha stream, which you would need the alpha tester role on Discord to access. I highly recommend checking the demo on their Discord either way, which I'll link in the description. Last but not least, in Digimon news, Digimon Survive's 2021 release date on the Toy Animation website was revealed to actually be a mistake and is switched to TBA. The official website for the game still has it set to 2020, so despite rumors that the game is going to be delayed into the new year, it seems that Bandai are sort of doubling down on that 2020 launch window. But anyways guys, a pretty interesting week overall. It makes me really happy to see this segment evolving alongside of the community, and I just want to say thank you so much for 2,500 subscribers. It means a lot to me that you guys enjoy my content as much as I enjoy making it for you. Anyways, with all that being said, if you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, GymLeaderEd. Check out our subscriber Discord, all links in the description. Until next time, peace.